Good morning, we're back in action. It's been a wee while. Here's a wee update of what's been happening. Good morning, just dealing with the fly tipping I showed you the other day. A lovely bed sheet that's crispy. I've not enough space for the chair. Nice, dry, frosty morning. Beautiful. Right, pigeons. We're semi-overrun with the damn things. Fresh order of beef minerals. They're the ones we go through the most. We're doing about 20 tonne of feed every 2 weeks at the moment. Yeah, thanks for that, cheers. 2 tonne of beef max from Harborough. You bandits. We're just doing a few workshop jobs at the moment. This was needing 2 new bearings. Well, 1 anyway, so we did the both of them. So this frame will lift back into place, bolt on. We also did the hitch. Where's the pin? So this is a bullet pin from the hitch on one of the tractors that wasn't playing ball. Here's a clip of the issue we got. Flipping heck. But anyway, that was the issue. See, that's worn to hell. Basically, when you lift the hitch up, it pushes against that pin to release the main pin into the drawbar. So, got a replacement. That's done. That's mine just about. Well, I put a bolt in. Go back a wee bit. Right, job done. We're just going to dump it right here so we can get access. The tractor from that side, put the discs all back together, and a forklift this side if we need to lift or shunt or move. We're done for the day. Packing up. Come on, dog. Big thing arriving soon. Well, relatively small, but big thing for some, smaller thing for others. Oh, weesh dog. It's here. Right, Williams has dropped in the new machine. What a little weapon that is. Brilliant. Ferdy and Emily are going to be happy with that, I think. It's 19th today, so we'll skip to when they get it, Christmas Day. Wee Yamaha electric start 50cc. Job done. There she goes. I priced up a new machine, and then there was a farm park that gets 4 new ones every year and trade in the old ones, so I bought one of them off of ATV Services. So it's been at a farm park for a year, and now it is a different farm park.
Brody, where is it? Go see her.
I just put my buttons, Mummy.
Need to hold the brake and put that back.
Okay.
Need to let it warm up. Let go of the key.
Bye. Just been feeding cattle, and I need to bed some. You much? Here's Native, tucking in. Because I have not got the bull space for 4 bulls, one of them is in with a pen of cows. Still figuring out what I'm going to do long term with bulls and outside. I'd rather they were outside right now, but I don't have the space for them without them ruining grass. Right, beast, come on. Come on, ho! don't get overconfident with the back of your cows. Oh, kicking the ribs. I was hoping to get everything done here before the light's fully up, but I've not. The only thing left to do is put bales into the feeders, but I want to get along the road before the light's fully up because the pigeons are coming out and I need to batter them. There's so many. Cows are all fed, fat cattle are all fed, everything's bedded as it should be. One thing left is there's a few bales to go into bunkers, but we're going to nip along the road, shoot some pigeons, come back and do that. Missed the second one. Or maybe clips it, but it kept going. Come on in, come on in. They've just landed. Oh no. See if they're back. Twice I've missed the second one. I was racing ahead of that one. Anyone who doesn't shoot, well, you're shooting a moving target, so you need to give time for the pellets to reach the target. So in that time, the bird's going to keep flying forward a bit more. So you're creating a bit of lead ahead of the bird, depending on the direction it's flying.
We want them back in one piece. We're having a great time when we're editing this. And just think how beautiful it is.
Here comes the lorry. Straw going away this morning. Come on, Doug. Loaded, George Anderson and Son. That's the first time their lorry's been into us before, actually. Quite an entertaining pair, actually. He rated my loading a 9.5 out of 10, and I said, where's the half? He said, it might have been a fluke, that's the first time you've loaded me. So we'll take it, 9.5 out of 10. Oh, Baltic cold morning. Gate lady's got some sausages on the go.
Baby is sleeping.
Sleeping baby, and the fire needs going, so the ash needs emptied. The world revolves around baby Hamish. Off he goes. Off to the Hodges, who have a YouTube channel. Here it is.
Absolutely loving life on their CrawfordsFarm straw. Bales roll out well.
Subscribe. Good Scottish farmers, can't beat it. Good morning, it is dairyman o'clock, 4:38 AM, and I'm not a 4:38 AM man. Big up the dairyman, but it's not me. It's also -8 degrees Celsius right now. Dad and I are away down south to look at a tractor, but because it's -8, I need to quickly check a few troughs and whatnot at the cattle before we leave. And first of all, and more importantly, have my breakfast. Check how we're doing with the borehole, should be alright. Still going, I can hear it whirring. I've chucked some insulated panels round the pipes and whatnot. This room is technically insulated, but there's windows that don't have glass in them right now. I did prop that up, but obviously the wind's blowing it down. That one's just about still there. Hey Doug. We have made it. TR Machinery down near Stafford. There is a hell of a machines kicking about. We counted just in this section here, I think there's 21 fence. Anyway, that's the one we've been looking at. We've already had a wee spin round in it. I'm just getting some information on GPS. It's not currently unlocked to RTK, so unlock via Fent is about £6 grand. So I was on the phone to Soil Essentials getting some prices and whatnot, and they have a Trimble receiver kicking about, or they know of someone who's selling one, which is about 3 and a bit thousand. Plus we need a cable, so I'm getting a price from the Fent guy, and a bit of labour in there as well. So I don't know whether it actually end up just doing it via Fent would be cheaper, just £6 grand and it's done, versus 3.5 grand plus a cable, plus a bit of labour, plus a bit of faff, plus changing over because we'd be on a Trimble rather than a Novotel, and our other machines are Novotel. Anyway, that's food for thought. But 724 Fent, it's done 1,092 hours, 710 tyres, 38-inch rim, which people have differing opinions on the 38 versus 42 rim. 4 spools in the back plus 1 on the front. Our other machine right now has 4 spools total, and the green one at the back here also spools at the front. Bit of a pain, so this machine's got 1 extra spool, which is good because new drill has a bit more spool function required for folding. This machine would be for the new drill, 4-metre drill. Warranty left until April this year. Warranty to take it to 4,000 hours for us is about 7,000 or 8,000. I'm kind of tempted just not to do any warranty, and then you can just service it yourself. You don't need to dealer service it, which is about, depending on the size of service, it's £1,000 to £2,000 per service. You still have service costs in terms of parts and oil and filters, but you don't have the labour aspect. We've got our labour, which is a lot cheaper than the dealer labour. If you add all that up, you end up with £10,000–12,000 to deal with any issues within that 4,000 hours. I don't know which way you go with it. I do think the 700 series, this is a Gen 6, and I do think the 700 series, Gen 6, 724s, all the way to the 718 that we have, they're really tried and tested. There's so many of them out there, and I do have quite a lot of confidence in the performance of these machines over the kind of first few thousand hours that you would get warranty under. So to have another £10,000 or £12,000 in your pocket to deal with issues versus paying that to have warranty cover for that time, yeah. Dad's inside, so I don't know. We'll have a chat about it and see whether we end up with this thing or not. But we've come a long way, so we must be serious. Trelleborg tyres on them, so they're alright if they're inflated, but if you're varying your pressures a bit, they're prone to breaking from the inside out. There's a bit of wear on them. They've done obviously a little bit of kind of road work, not oceans of wear, but I don't know, maybe 20–25% wear. Anyway, we'll go and see if we can strike a deal or if we're going home empty. Some of my machines, maybe we'll just buy a 728 and just go for it. No messing. It is a lot bigger, isn't it? Those new sizes. Well, that's the smaller frame size behind it, 718. It's a lot bigger, a hell of a lot bigger. Right, we're off home. We need to do something at some point, so. Here's the new drill, by the way. 4-metre Lemken, exactly what we've got, but another metre wider and folding. It's quite heavy, that's without seed in it right now. There's a wee bit to do with it. These discs probably want replaced at some point. We'll work away at the spring and see how we get on. Front press, just need a bit of weight on the front. Looking at a close coupled weight block that'll sit in there that the press would mount on the front. My uncle, whose drill this was before, he had exactly that. It was a Philip Watkins 1.5 ton weight block in there with the press mounted on the front of that. And obviously that gets your press mounted further away, so you get more of a pivot point around your back wheel. More torque, more bending moment. You can see it's sitting down a decent bit there without any weight on the front. There's not much weight on there, is there, compared to there. Andy Law, the rat man. Mice, rats, rabbits, moles, he does it all. He's just nipping up to top up boxes and whatnot. This would have been cold in the time of year. That's when rats and mice tend to seek warmth, especially. Apologies for the lack of videos, but do I have an excuse? Laziness? Don't really have much of a reason. Enjoying the festive period. And the wee man. Here he is.
Yeah.
This is pen number 1. There'll be, well, that's 1 load, maybe 5 loads in here. And then next door there'll be a little bit more because there's more cattle in there, so they'll be bedded a bit more often, probably 6 loads. We've got the newest forklift here. Normally we would have forklift number 2, just at the wrong yards right now. Things are a little bit mixed up and all over the shop. These are some of my bullocks, calves from Spring 25. Definitely noticeable difference between the bullocks here and the heifers up the road. We've got some new lights put in here. Gav the Sparky put them in pre-Christmas. So, don't notice much because it's daylight outside, but same as all the other sheds, we've got the lights in and they're brilliant. I get asked all the time, what brand are they? They are GCC Tough Bay 120 degree 200 watt LEDs. Not the cheapest, but they're good. That's 4 in this shed, and you could probably 2 right at the apex would be enough. We'll need to empty these troughs, that one and that one, because we're going to put our gates up the middle there, so we can put the cattle that were in here back in here, and the new cattle that Dad's currently buying at Sterling United Auctions here to clip. Those cattle are going here, so we'll split down the middle, and then we need to work them out to ad lib, so we'll empty those troughs before they come and gradually build them up, and then they can all be mixed together. I didn't bring any grab or forks, so there we go. These are bales from yard 1, been lying outside up till 2 days ago. Pen number 1 done. That pen next. We'll just run them into here. There we go. Gradually. Come on, beast, take your time. That's one of my best. It's a cracker. On it. Chunk, looking well too. That'll be load number 6, something like that. First load's from this side. Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
How are you getting on?
Fine. Yeah, we're just working out the second pen.
Yeah, you won't be finished in an hour's time, will you?
The first pen's mucked out.
Right. No, just a lorry coming for seed, but I've got 9, so maybe just make that do. It might be another 1 or 2. I'll just come and load it.
Lorry coming for barley?
Yeah, for seed barley.
Yeah, right, okay. What kind of money are they?
2,300.
2,300 for 500 kilo?
Well, 2320, yeah. So, yeah, 540, 550.
Right,
Like that.
okay.
Yeah, they're not any cheaper.
Dad's got 9 beasts. 2,350 odd quid average or something like that. For 40 kilo animals, so £4.30 live weight price per kilo, £4.31. Pen 2 done. We'll just swing these gates round. Dad has purchased 15. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Go on in. Oh, you silly bandits, man. Right, this is the first pen of cattle that came out. Just need to put them back in and then we're job done. They look smaller when they're outside. Come on, beast, there you go. We're just having a switch around the machinery because we're needing to get, well, one, I don't want to cover up that drill We'll put the first spreader there, but that's on wheels, we can roll it about easy. That drill needs to come out. I've got a guy, Norman, who's keen to see it. I gave him first dibs, so there's been quite a few people asking about that drill actually. It's for sale obviously. If he wants it, he can have it. If not, I'll let you know if anyone else is interested. The new drill there, we're going to plug that in front of the baler, because we'll need this before we need that for sure. With P&K left to spread at yard 1, everything else is done. So we'll get that tomorrow if it is frosty. That's what we're just getting set up to do right now. Last thing, clap this on. Happy days. Lorry's over there. These bales are going on that lorry. Back to yard 2, the pickup. Oh, I better get the dog out of the pickup. Yeah, Doug. I've got that calf right there, it's not doing so good, so give the vet a phone.
Welcome to the Clyde Veterinary Group, Stirling. Our department, please press 1. Fitting Clyde department.
Right, I'll rattle through the cattle and we'll see you after I'm done then. You've seen plenty of cattle getting bedded and fedded. It's 0 degrees, gate lady's needing the fire, and we're out of logs, so that's another job needing done. Sorry Graham, this may or may not be your box full of sticks. And not your sticks. Bonhard, we buy logs from them to sell in the farm shop, and I may or may not have filled one of his boxes with fence posts. Lunchtime at the zoo. Hey bud, what does the duck say? Whack whack. Whack whack. Yeah, good lad. The gate lady has dropped us at yard 3 to pick up the pickup. We need a flatbed. I also need to run into Bushware in Perth to pick up some shotgun cartridges, so I have my shotgun certificate. And then Dumbarton bound. First of all, shotgun cartridges. Pow 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 pow. Chuck the flatbed on from Drysdale's. Quickly get out of the way of Kev, he's spreading P&K right now on winter crop. Can I see, can I see, can I see? There goes Kev. He's doing the worst field, which is this field of wheat. It was after tatties and it's been drowned in water and there's ruts and whatnot from when it got sprayed. It was never great. So while it's hard, get this field done. You can see up the top, you see where the water's been running all down the field. It's just messy. Wet bit there in the corners, a drain needing sorted. Look at it, look at all that water that's ran through and cut through the field. Oh. Sweet as in that, we're home. Made it past any checkpoints. Smashing. Right, next week we'll get this up and running. There you go. 14,331 hours. It's a French machine. Got a John Deere engine in it. Diesel tanks down there. Engine, cooling, electricity generation. It got a service before it came to us, so it's just been serviced basically. Get it in place for the 12th to run that day in the shop. Then automatic changeover switch needs put in place, so if power goes out, this automatically kicks in. Home time. Cheers for watching. I'll see you at some point in the future.
What is that? Dead duck.
Oh, this beast went the wrong way. We've got the trainees in action. They've got the helmets on. Still got a gate to hang there. Here we go. What's your name? You were Nathan? And Ella. Nathan and Ella with their nice new hats. We're at ATV Services. Say hello. You'll see yourself later. Taxi home for lunch.